Hey guys, Dylan from Noble Records coming at you with another heavy rotation video. So I have not done a heavy rotation in about a month, and that is because I've been so busy. And you guys know my deal here lately with my collection. I have, as far as my last update told you, is that I was not buying any records. I was trying to be good. I was trying to just listen to what I had and not buy anything, and I did that really well for about 2 or 3 months. I bought very, very, very little. But I have failed miserably, and I'm once in the clutches of the vinyl demons, and I have been buying to make up for lost time. So I'm going to play some records during this episode. I've been getting into 45s a lot lately. I knew that it would happen eventually, but it's really got me. This is called Brightwell Cooper Jones. I found this probably a year or more ago. This is called In the Wheel. I finally ripped it and put it on YouTube. So I have another YouTube account called Find This Record, where I just rip stuff that's not available anywhere. But anyways, this is a cool record. It's from North Carolina. I can't find any info about it at all. But it starts off kind of slow, but if you let it cook, it gets really good. So anyways, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've been buying. I bought a ton of stuff lately, so just hang on. Also, people have been asking for an update on the dog. Towards the end of the video, I'll bring him out and let you see him. So stick around. I'm drinking a Americano. If you're not a coffee person, Americano is 2 shots of espresso and water. I drink that every morning. Okay, that's how I stay so youthful. Okay, so probably the first thing I want to show you guys is this. This is the record that kind of broke my streak, of not buying expensive things. This is an acetate of a band called Sound Company. This is probably the rarest album in my whole entire collection. It definitely is, actually. But anyways, so Sound Company is this band from Missouri, and they traveled around early 70s, and they put out a 45, and I'll try to find the 45. It's over there, but it's called Truman's Daughter. I don't know. It's over there somewhere. I'm not going to grab it. But anyways, so they put out a 45 called Truman's Daughter. A friend of mine, incredible dude, his name's Massimo. He found the 45, and he was looking for it. He discovered it, was looking for a copy. He found this lady selling them on eBay. He reached out to her like, "Hey, do you have any more copies?" She's like, "Yeah, I have a ton of them. It was my husband's band." And so he reaches out to at this point in time, this acetate, no one knew about it. And so he reached out to the husband, started talking to him. Long story short, they had this band, and there's all this unreleased stuff. And this acetate is part of that. And so he got a hold of the acetate, he ripped it, and anyways, it got bought by a guy in Australia. His name is Juggles. He's a legendary collector, a very good friend of mine. And he ended up selling me the acetate. Somewhere in that process, they put out this 7-inch with the bands. So Massimo and Juggles put out this 7-inch with the bands. This is amazing. So they put this out, I think, in October or November of 2023. They sold out very quickly. They only did 300 copies, but this is 3 of the heavy songs on this. This is a 6-song EP, if you will. So anyways, they got some songs floating around. There's only 2 copies of this in the world. Mine, and then the guitar player has one. So this belonged to the drummer. KV is Kenny Vaughn. He's the drummer. Really nice guy. I've gotten to know him a lot lately. And who knows, maybe one day someone will do a reissue of all the Sound Company stuff. But this is the 7-inch, and it is killer. These 3 songs are on YouTube somewhere, but it's called Sound Company. As you can see, I'm wearing the t-shirt. You guys hearing this song? It's great. So anyways, that was that kind of broke my streak. Okay, my streak is over. I'm off the rails, whatever. And I bought a bunch of stuff since then. So I got so much to go through. I'm gonna just get to it. I've been on lots of digs. I've been trying to dig a lot lately. I've been having a lot of fun with that. Got this. This is Eloy's first record, original German pressing. Absolutely mind-blowing. Prog, just nasty. This is so good. I love Eloy. This is their best in my opinion. That's an original German pressing. This is called Days from Denmark on the legendary Spectator Records. Really, really good psychedelic rock. It teeter-totters into the progosphere. It's very good, very rare record that a friend of mine was letting go, and I ended up grabbing it. But this is... I had a reissue of it. I've been wanting that one for a long time. Alright, this is... Well, I'm going to show that one in a second. This is called England. This is an amazing record. UK only... Allegedly, only 99 copies were made. Discogs says that there's 500. I talked to someone who's very close to the band. They said unequivocally only 99 copies. I don't know. Who cares? But it's a very, very rare record. But beyond it being rare, it is, man, it's got like folky elements. It's got hard rock elements. The guitar work is top notch. This is an incredible record. I'll probably be talking a lot about this in the future, but this is what I've been wanting for a good while. Thrilled to finally grab a copy. This is a heater too. This one's called Electric Sandwich. This is a incredible Krautrock banger. I've been wanting this ever since Dan from Dots and Loops showed it a long time ago. And I heard it online, and I was like, gosh, I gotta find that record. So good. But yeah, it's just twists and turns just the way you like it. Very, very good stuff. This is a very rare one, too. This is Baumstam on tour. This is German as well. You know, progressive hard rock type stuff. One of those, if it comes around, you just gotta get it. See, what got me with the sound company Acetate is that there's only 2 in the world, and if I didn't buy it, there's no way I would ever have it. So it was kind of a no-brainer. I had to do it. But this is one that never comes around, and so I was thrilled to be able to get that one. I would suggest finding. There's a rip of that on YouTube. I would suggest finding that and listening to it. It's absolutely breathtaking. Okay, what else we got here? I'm trying to keep the songs going here. What's that? This is got the same song on both sides. This one is absolutely nowhere online. I'm gonna try to add this to Discogs before this video goes up. But this is called Terry and the Final Touch. Return to Me. A friend of mine sold this to me, and it is a ripper, and it's kind of unknown ripper, but. Here we go. I put a turntable on my coffee table right here, so I could just sit here and 45 all day. My nice daddy turntable's over there. This is a little 40. This is a Audio Technica LP 120. Anyways, also upgrade copy of Odin. I got a copy of Odin a long time ago, and it was always. It's like a VG copy. Always kind of bothered me. It didn't play. I mean, it plays fine. It's just a lot of crackle, you know. It is a like perfect Vertogo swirl of Odin. Heavy stuff. You guys know how I like it. The super heavy rock. Another one is Clear Blue Sky. This is an original UK Vertogo. I had been wanting a nice one for a long time. I've had kind of a beater one for a little bit. This one's great. Here we go. This is some fantastic Italian prog, Didi Lind. Yeah, if you like Italian prog, it's kind of like a saga, you know. It's a beautiful landscape record, I guess you'd say. There's a twist and turns, very, very good. It goes heavy, it goes soft, great stuff. But I really like this one. A friend of mine also had this. Same guy I got this from. Italian Prague. All right, we'll get into some more common stuff. Well, one last one. This is Epitaph. Got this one from a buddy as well. All right, getting into more some common stuff. We're getting into some deep waters here. Hope you're enjoying Terry and the Final Touch. We did do this back jack. And I'll talk a little bit more about this in a minute. This is an exclusive that we did this month. It's sold out already. Cold Sun, Dark Shadows. That album is unbelievable. It got put out by Rockadelic in the 90s. It was an unreleased Austin, Texas psychedelic record. And those are going for like $500. The Rockadelic pressings from the 90s are going for like $500. So this is a well-deserved reissue of the Cold Sun. We should be getting them in on Wednesday and shipping them out, but there's a pre-order of it on my website as well. And we got some exciting things. Listen, look at me in my eyes. We have some exciting things coming that you are not going to miss. We're not going to want to miss. I don't know if you're going to miss it or not. This is not a commercial for my stuff. I'm just letting you know. I'm your buddy. I'm your friend. I'm sitting right here in your living room talking to you about records you need to know. Keep your eyes peeled this next week, okay? Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you, okay? All right. But follow us on Instagram. I'm having a hard time getting people to follow me on my label page. I have a label page. It's called @Noblerecords. @Noblerecord Label. Follow that page. And I do updates there before I do it anywhere else. That's a secret. Someone brought this into the shop. This is a promo that I'm not wanting bad enough to buy it online, but somebody brought it in. I mean, they obviously knew what it was. It's Zeppelin on one side and Dusty Springfield on the other side. Both amazing albums. Weird to be back to back. This is for in-store play to promote Led Zeppelin and Dusty Springfield. They're white label promos. This is a nice copy of it too. It's been on the list. I've been wanting it for a while. So that was Terry and the Final Touch. That's a really smoker right there. I really like that one. And it's crazy that it's just not anywhere. I'm going to try to put it up on Discogs today. All right, what else we got? This one's called the Dodge Street Band. The A-side is Beer Drinking Song. I think that's the better song. The B-side is, or actually that's the B-side. The A-side is called South Dakota, which is also a very good song. So I'm going to play them both. And this is, I don't think this is ripped anywhere online. I don't think it's anywhere. So enjoy. It's kind of lo-fi recording, but it's good stuff. All right. Got this one recently. It's another torso cover, folks, because you can never have enough. Ideally, one of these days, I'm going to have a perfect one, and then I can just sell all these copies, but when you see them, you can't not buy them. I guess this is, I'll show you this one first. This is Gandalf the Grey. The Grey Wizard Am I. This is a killer record. It's kind of, weird, psyche type of thing. But I've been wanting this forever, and they just never come up for a reasonable price. They usually are like $1,000 to $1,500, and it's just like, it's a great record, but they never come up. This one was on eBay, okay? I don't usually talk prices, but I will tell you about this. So it was on eBay. The guy had it at G+, but he said it played pretty well. And I just took a gamble on it. So I'm like, G+, I think my max bid was like $300. I just put it in, and I was like, whatever happens, happens. And it went for $250. And I got it, and the guy had a very conservative grading. And this is at least a VG copy. It's very nice for a G+, Great record, but thrilled to get it at a reasonable price because they don't ever come up under $500 ever, no matter what. And this one plays really well. There's a couple ticks and pops here and there, but it ain't an audiophile record. I'm not gonna cry over it. It's good to have. Okay, I went on a trip to Florida a few weeks ago and stopped at a few record stores along the way. But we stopped in Columbia, South Carolina at Papa Jazz, and we stopped at a couple in Florida. It was a family trip, so I didn't stop many places. I really tried to not. I actually don't stop anywhere unless my wife says, "Hey, are there any record stores around here?" And I'll say, "As a matter of fact, there's one 3.7 miles that way." You know, I know where they are, but I don't ask to go. I promise you. You might not believe that, but my wife is like, "Hey, there should be some. If you want to go to one, So she looks out for me, but I don't want to take up the family's time. But if they're like, "Hey, you want to go to a record store?" I'm like, "Heck yeah!" So, anyways, trying to go in order here, but so Papa Jazz, great legendary record store in Columbia, South Carolina. I walk in, I'm in and out really fast because I'm considerate that there's, my wife and kids are waiting in the car outside. But we were due for a good pit stop, so I stopped. We got some food. I was in there for 10 minutes. But right on the wall, saw this Woga, Charles Kennard. Great jazz funk record, fantastic stuff. Anything on this mainstream, you got to take a second look at. It's fantastic. But I saw that on the wall, and they had a really good price on it. I could not grab it fast enough. So that was Beer Drinking Song. This is South Dakota. They had a Miles Davis Bags Groove on there as well. Really, really clean copy. And with jazz stuff like this, I usually am like, well, I'll come across it when I'm digging or whatever. You don't see them this clean hardly ever. They got this jazz collection in, I think like last year sometime. And it was this professor who kept his stuff mint, And so this was part of that. And then this is Well Relaxing, Miles Davis Quintet. A jazz snob buddy of mine. So as far as I knew, this is a first pressing. And I think it is considered first pressing. So it's a Bags Groove. But he was like, well, does it have the 50th Street address on it? And I'm like, no, the first pressings don't. And he's like, yes, they do. They just don't have them on Discogs. So I don't know if that's true. Jason from the Jazz Basement, he's always like, if I think I know something about jazz, I'm like, oh, well, this. And he's like, wrong. Jazz is blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, jazz. Anyways, so that was at Papa Jazz. Quick in and out. And then I went to, we were down in Orlando, and the wife and kids were at a little ice cream shop. Just so happened to be a record store attached to it. Who knew? But my good friends at Foundation College Park in Orlando, they have a really awesome shop. It's a small shop, but every single square inch of it seems like it's very intentional. Their stuff is all killer, no filler. Another Charles Kennard record, the Soul Brotherhood. This thing is in the shrink. It is super clean. Thrilled to grab that one. This one I've been looking for. This is Radio Birdman. This is a second pressing or whatever. This is not a first. I need to get a first pressing of this, but there was a good price on it. Been wanting a copy. And then they had this Sergio Quarterman and Free Soul. This is an original Japanese pressing, but it is really, really killer funk. So that was, I think this was just in the bins actually, but long time one. Thrilled to scoop it up. I'm not gonna show that one. Okay, so that was the Florida trip. Oh, no. On the way back, there's Tiger Records in Jacksonville. I stop there anytime I'm passing through Jacksonville. I can't not stop. I love that shop. Really nice folks, great records. And they had this Other Half record on the wall. Now, this is not the Other Half with Randy Holden. This is like a different Other Half, but this is like garage rock. Rare record. Thrilled to find it. I was in that store maybe 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes, I don't know, because I was really trying to get home, because it was like a 10-hour drive, and I was like, I'm going to stop here really quick, and anyways, so, it's in the shrink. It's a beautiful, beautiful copy. They gave me a great deal on it. Thrilled to have it. Okay, we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. I went to a guy's house to go digging the other day. Found some stuff for the shop. You know, when I go out on a local dig, rarely do I find things that I want to keep. It's just usually not anything it's not anything usually mega rare or anything. But he had this Yardbirds little games original Epic label in the shrink, like just near mint. You never see them that clean, so swap that out for my copy. And then they had this this is Roger Rackett. One side is called The Loser, the other side is called Designer Jeans. You know what, I'm gonna play this, but this is it. It is a pretty rare, I don't know if you'd call this a post-punk, experimental, I don't even know what you'd call it, but it's really cool record. It's like got some wild guitar stuff in it. Super rare. I am actually in the process of trading it to someone, but it's kind of a weird one. I want to rip it and put it on YouTube before I do that. But anyways, I'm going to show you a few more LPs and then we're going to get into some 45s. Okay, go quick on this one. I just got this one. This is Led Zeppelin Early Jitters, bootleg in the shrink. I've had the LP before, but I've never had one that came with the 7-inch. So very cool. It came with a 7-inch that is never in it. This one's in the shrink. Beautiful copy. So very rarely do I buy Zeppelin bootlegs now because I have so many. This is another, oh my gosh, amazing record. I'll show you the front and back. Young Flowers on that Sonet record label. This is a fantastic one. You can stream this. It is, if you like stuff like Black Cat Bones, you know, it's a little bit more progressive than that, but it's a really, really good psychedelic, fuzzy, blues rock, progressive rock. It's not really progressive, but it's a little bit more progressive than like Black Cat Bones, but it's a great one. Got this one from a friend. I had a US press, but it's the UK Dawn label. Titus Grown, great record. I was on a dig and didn't find anything really but this promo copy of Van Halen debut. I mean, it's not a white label, but they didn't come in white labels, I don't think. But it has the promo sticker, and it's like super, super clean, near mint copy, and it's a promo. And I actually went to that house twice. The first time I went, the guy, like, we couldn't come to a deal on anything, and I wanted that record, and I was like, just sell me this one. He's like, no. And he ended up calling me back, and so like 2 months later I went back and bought his whole collection and ended up getting that record. This is another one. Actually, this is another one I got from that same house. This is called Dark Sunday. I need to rip this one as well. This is recorded in Charlotte at Arthur Smith Studios, but it's like, you know, you would think this would be like gospel or something, but it's a soundtrack for somebody who killed their family or something. It's weird, okay? And it's like Moog synthesizer madness. I do understand it's pronounced Moog, but I just can't bring myself to say it that way. It sounds so pretentious. Anyways, all right. I'm trying to keep this video under 30 minutes. Very nice guy came by the shop the other day. I never do this, but he had an album that I did not want to sell, but it's on a label that he needed. He's trying to get everything on that label, and this was like the last one he was missing. And I don't really ever listen to it, so he brought me a bunch of really cool stuff to trade. So I traded him a bunch of cool stuff for it. This Paladin Charge, I've been wanting this for a long time. Just never came across it. This is a Vertogo, UK Vertogo of Still Life. I have a Canadian Vertogo, but this one's a little bit better. So I'll be keeping that one. Original UK Cressida Asylum, which is a incredible rarity. This is like not the best copy. It's maybe VG, but nice to have one. It'll do as a placeholder. This one I did not know about. This is called Scary Most. No Words to Say, or No More Words. Is it called No More Words? Yeah, No More Words to Say. This is a really killer record. He brought this to me, never heard of it, but he's like, listen to this, you'll love it. So he's a deep collector. This is Sage, Rock It Out. The record I traded was Sage Freeport, which I didn't love it. This one's a lot more heavier. I actually probably like this one a little bit better. And then Icarus, the Marvel World of Comics, or the Marvel World of Icarus. The band's name's Icarus, but it's like a Marvel themed, and this was like 70s Marvel themed psychedelic record. This is Indonesian press, but there's a bunch of different pressings of it. But that's a cool record that I've been after for a while. All right, so that was Roger Rackett, Designer Jeans / The Loser. I'll try to get that on YouTube soon. I've been ripping a lot of stuff, but anyways, this is the last one I'm going to play for you guys. I really wanted to keep this video under 30 minutes. I still got to show you my dog. Recently got this. This is Lance. Maryland / Fireball. This was on Brown Acid. Great 45. Whew, this is a good one right here. This one's called Peace Pipe, The Sun Won't Shine Forever. This is, man, listen to this track. There's so much to say about this. John Uzzoni's Peace Pipe was a record that Rockadelic put out, but this is the 45. This is an original 45, and this song is mind-melting. John Uzzoni's Peace Pipe is criminally out of print, but I've heard from some credible sources there's a reissue of it coming soon, so stay tuned for that. This one is Frozen Sun Electric Soul, another killer wah-wah guitar nuts. I got a few from my buddy over at Ancient Greece, Adam from Ancient Greece. He just put out this new Michael Turner. So if you don't follow Ancient Greece on Instagram, what are you doing with your life? The guy is putting out some great stuff. He does mostly 45s, but he does some LPs as well. But he put this Michael Turner session. He had another Michael Turner session a while back. This is another one. And I also got the lenticular cover version, which is amazing. He does really, really cool stuff. It's worth checking out. And we're good buddies. So this one is Masala. And this is a great, I got the splatter version of that. But this has been out for a while. But I didn't have the splatter version, so I got that. And then Dom, Devil's Grandma. This one's from like the 70s, I believe. And he licensed it and reissued it. And then he gave me a test pressing of one he's got coming up, so I can't talk too much about that. Alright, let's blaze through some 45s. This is Albatross. I Can See Why / Pieces of My Life. This is an incredible 45. Mouse and the Boys, Love is Free. This is, I think this is semi-local, right? I think it is. A friend of mine found it, brought it in the shop. Plymouth Rock, Coming Down / Tiger. This is Vince Marini Pulsar. This is a slash boots. That's pretty much like just a percussion thing. This is called Westminster, My Life slash Mr. Fingers. This was on Brown Acid as well. This is at, oh man, this is called Osage Loot. And Osage Loot is the same band as Backjack. But this 45 is incredible. And this is actually not on that Backjack record. So if you like that Backjack record, look up this Osage Loot. It's called Shoot Scooter slash Watch 'em Shine. That's a cool 45. And I think it might be on Brown Acid actually. I can't remember. It's gotta be. There's a one from Fat Man. Imagination slash Pine Ridge. The Chance Brothers Steelers slash Meatballs. Mad Dancers. Zoser Together slash Dark of the Morning. This one is The Tourists. I Need My Music slash Let the Bombs Fly. This is a killer one as well. This one right here, my lord. The Apple Glass Syndrome Someday slash Going Wrong. This one's some incredible fuzz. This is one that was on Brown Acid. This is The Gambler, Bartos Brothers Band. And it's got an autographed sleeve. Pretty cool. Oh, and that one I can't show you for contractual reasons. Sometimes I get things that people are like, don't show this on your channel, please, because I'm working on something. And so I'm like, okay. So, can't show that last one. All right, do you want to see the dog? He can't be in here with my records. If you remember what he looks like, he was a very cute little baby puppy last time that you saw him. Very cute and playful. New puppy. I'm sure he won't be this small enough to feature him in videos for very much longer. His name's Towns. He's a cutie. But I'll talk about that later, I guess. But he, yeah, we named him Towns. I'm sure you can imagine why. He is still very cute. Okay? But he's not so little. Okay. Here he is. He's gotten bigger, okay? Towns, say hey. Say hey. Oh. But he's a sweetheart. He's still very much a puppy, but he's getting much larger. He's a little camera shy. Look at the camera. Anyways, he's a sweet boy. He likes to swim in the pool. He's a big swimmer. Very good at it. He's a natural. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned on our website and our socials. Like I said, we have some really cool things coming. I gotta go. We got some cool things coming in June. Got some good pre-orders coming up. Some things that you guys have been asking for years.